Some cities you visit. Paris, you feel. It wraps around you. In the smell of fresh croissants. The echo of accordion music down a cobblestone alley. The way the light hits the Seine just before sunset. I'm taking you on a journey through one of the most beloved cities on earth. Paris, France. 6 minutes. 6 must-see experiences. And one city that will absolutely steal your heart. Let's go. We start where every Paris story begins. The Eiffel Tower. Built in 1889 by engineer Gustave Eiffel as a temporary exhibit, nobody expected it to become the most recognized structure on the planet. Yet here it stands, over 130 years later, more iconic than ever. During the day, you can take the elevator all the way to the top, 300 meters above the city, for a view that will genuinely take your breath away. But come back at night. Every evening, on the hour, thousands of sparkling lights illuminate the tower in a breathtaking light show that lasts 5 full minutes. Standing there, watching the city glow beneath it, that's a moment you never forget. Pro tip, arrive 30 minutes before sunset, grab a spot on the Champ de Mars lawn, and watch the sky transform above the tower. It costs nothing and delivers everything. Next, the Louvre, the largest art museum in the world and one of Paris's most jaw-dropping experiences. Housing over 35,000 works of art across a palace that dates back to the 12th century, the Louvre is almost overwhelming in the best possible way. You'll find the legendary Mona Lisa here, along with the Venus de Milo, Winged Victory, and countless masterpieces that once graced royal chambers. But here's the thing. Even if art isn't your passion, the building itself is extraordinary. The glass pyramid entrance, designed by architect I.M. Pei, has become one of the most photographed spots in all of Paris. Pro tip, book your tickets online in advance and visit on a Wednesday or Friday evening when the museum stays open until 9:45 p.m. The crowds thin out and the atmosphere becomes almost magical. Now let's walk the most famous avenue in the world, the Champs-Élysées. Stretching nearly 2 kilometers from the Place de la Concorde all the way to the Arc de Triomphe, this boulevard is Paris at its most glamorous. Designer boutiques, grand cafés, movie theaters, the scent of pralines from street vendors. The energy here is electric, whether it's a quiet Tuesday morning or the eve of Bastille Day. At the far end stands the Arc de Triomphe, Napoleon's monument to France's military glory, and a tribute to those who fought and died for the country. Climb to the rooftop terrace and you'll see something remarkable. 12 grand avenues radiating outward from a single point, like a perfect star over the city. Pro tip, access to the rooftop is free for visitors under 26 from EU countries. For everyone else, it's well worth the small entry fee. If Paris has a heartbeat, it flows through the Seine. A river cruise is one of the most romantic and effortless ways to experience the city. You simply sit back and Paris unfolds around you. In about an hour, you'll drift past Notre Dame Cathedral, the Musée d'Orsay, the Eiffel Tower, Ile Saint-Louis, and dozens of centuries-old bridges that look like they belong in a painting. The daytime cruise is peaceful and beautiful. But the evening cruise, with the city lit up gold and the Eiffel Tower sparkling above the water, that's something else entirely. Pro tip, book the Bateau Mouche or Vedette du Pont Neuf. Evening departures around 9 p.m. align perfectly with the Eiffel Tower light show. Bring a light jacket. The water makes it cooler. Now we climb up to one of Paris's most enchanting neighborhoods, Montmartre, Perched on a hill above the city, Montmartre has long been the soul of Parisian artistic life. Picasso lived here. Monet painted here. Toulouse-Lautrec captured its nightlife on canvas. Today, it still pulses with that same creative spirit. Winding cobblestone streets, artists selling original work in the Place du Théâtre, intimate jazz bars, and the best crepes you've ever tasted. At the very top of the hill stands the Sacré-Cœur Basilica, gleaming white, serene, and impossibly beautiful. Sit on its wide front steps and look out. On a clear day, you can see across the entire city for up to 30 kilometers. Pro tip, come early morning, before 9 a.m., to have the steps nearly to yourself. Or come just before sunset when the sky turns pink and gold over Paris. Either way, you won't regret it. No Paris video would be complete without talking about the food. Because in Paris, eating isn't just sustenance. It's a ritual, a pleasure, an art form. Start your morning with a buttery croissant from a local boulangerie, warm from the oven, with a thin layer of crunch on the outside and a soft, pillowy interior. Lunch might be a croque-monsieur at a zinc-topped café bar, or a simple jambon beurre sandwich on a fresh baguette from a street vendor. Dinner is where Paris truly shines. Duck confit, bœuf bourguignon, steak frite with a glass of Bordeaux, and dessert? Crème brûlée with a perfectly caramelized top, a tarte tatin, macarons in every color from Ladurée. But honestly, the most iconic Parisian food experience costs almost nothing. A café au lait and a croissant at a pavement table, watching the world stroll by. That quiet moment in the morning light. That is Paris. Paris doesn't just show you beauty. It makes you feel it. In the way strangers nod as you pass on the street. In the sound of a busker playing Edith Piaf near the metro. In the first bite of something you can't quite pronounce but can absolutely taste. Whether you're here for a weekend or a lifetime, Paris has a way of leaving a piece of itself inside you and taking a piece of you with it. So, is Paris on your list? Tell me in the comments. What would be your first stop? The Eiffel Tower, the Louvre, Montmartre, or straight to the nearest cafe? If you enjoyed this journey, please like this video and subscribe. We travel somewhere new every week, and I'd love to have you along. À bientôt, and see you in the next adventure.